First, the headlines. Popular government cannot be formed. PR likely to be extended as a PR imposition was requested, says MLA Lesangtham Susindro. Former Chief Minister Pm-Istv questions prolonged delay in resolving conflict in the small state. Concerns grow over frequent government eviction of street vendors by state government. And MPDF Secretary Sapam Samungo appeals to ruling and opposition parties to stop political bickering. Hello, a very good evening everyone and welcome to Ist-V English News at 8. You with me, Chingshubum Kandukaps Janu. Now let's see the news in details. MLA of Kurai constituency Lesangtham Susindro says that since there was demand for PR earlier, it will be difficult to form a proper popular government. He made the statement at a meritorious award distribution ceremony cum special general body meeting held by Lesangtham Sagay Apunbalub at Mitin Sangland of Kurai Sajor Laikai Tinsit Road today. The event was attended by former award members of Koktruk Lesangtham Upro, Veer Tikendrazit University Residence Director Lesangtham Suresh, MPS Lesangtham Jibit, Lesangtham Sagay Apunbalo President Lesangtham Joy Tombi. During the event, youth of Lesangtham clan who are student of class 10 to master who topped their class, sportsperson who have achieved many accolades in their respective discipline as well as art and culture, literates were encouraged. Speaking at the event, MLA Susindro Elias Yaima said that the BJP does not support the motion of imposing PR in the state. The PR rule came following the no confidence motion put forward by the Congress MPs to the Parliament with the intent of collapsing the ruling government, he alleged. Since there is demand for PR rules by vested interest, it will be difficult to form a popular government and the PR rule is very likely to extend, the MLA added. He accused the opposition party of merely putting on a show of empathy for the people, stating that only after witnessing the impact of the president rule on the state are they now pushing for its removal. He further claimed that the no-confidence motion moved by the 5 Congress MLAs lacked any support from within the ruling BJP, suggesting it was likely to gain traction.
PR continues to kari marong PR demand to mi masing yam lay manung PR se tum lay hening bai tar PR di demand to thor PR di lakh raba adu mu nga le ga PR se mu thamira nu ga har ga mayam ga awaw ji yan kan da dharma to ba hai tar ne ko adu mi si masing yam yame adu na ne akoi se PR se akoi di minister ore me akoi government dum laining e adu akoi government laining asu government laining da ba mi ne masing yam mani na adu na maram ore kan da ne adu na continues to gi ni ai khale da bai na PR demand to is no khoi no ure सरकार कायरे इसीदी कांग्रेस की मंगा सिना हो रही नत्रो मयाम दे है ने मोई अखोई मंगा ना केदो ngam दुनो ना मोई मंगा दुनी ख्वाई बेरा लेसे मोई मंगा दुनी मणिपुर की खल्लगा तौबिरा मदी हेना फगदो स्वाइदना मणिपुर की खनबा साबा सोनर मनुंग दना अंडरस्टैंडिंग तौर कांदा हेदो तौबा होजिना कन्ना म तौरिदो मोईगी वोटर की दो अखोई मणिपुर हाना चुथोको मखोइना एब्सोल्यूट मेजॉरिटी फंगिबा चिंगी एब्सोल्यूट मेजॉरिटी फंगिबा तंपाकी मफम खरा अदो कमाय फंगिनो अदो म म्यादो हाना चुथोको मोइने लावरिदो कानारो.
A prize distribution ceremony of the state-level essay competition's theme, the role of legislature in tackling the present crisis and crafting a new Manipur, was held at the manhole of Indian Medical Association at Lamphel Bad. It can be mentioned that the essay competition was organized the Office of the Members of Parliament, Lok Sabha, Inner Manipur at Kaisamthong Top later. The event was attended by former Chief Minister and CLP leader Pm-Istv, Imphal Review of Arts and Politics editor Pradeep Panjobam, Sahitya Academy awardee Sarat Chand Thiam, Guru Mayum Amarjit Sharma of Jawaharlal Nehru University, Delhi, and MP Angomcha Bimol Akoijam, as well as many students. During the event, certificates, mementos, and cash awards were presented to the winners of the essay competition. Speaking at the event, CLP leader Okram Ibobi commended the organizer for organizing such event, which gives a platform to the youths of the state and involving them in such important issues of the state. He said that no one in the state wants the unprecedented crisis in the state, which has been continuing for more than 2 years now, adding that the crisis is seemingly not going to end anytime soon. The unfortunate crisis has affected all the people in the state, he mentioned. He accused the ruling government of working on an ulterior motive by prolonging the crisis in the state, stating that many a time we have seen such similar event happening and resolving just as quickly in different parts of India, but there is no telling with what agenda the ruling government has not yet resolved the crisis.
Government of India की कई role no machine either hidden or secret agenda machine prolong way machine program से short out dengan thamaga nation city karena berlaku nanti presiden city karena berlaku program sih government thamaga short out biraga man से tangguh lagi apa anu government berama madu की yang ada birakani hai से भारत सरकार का स्टेट्स का लेगा एजेंसी पूर्ण मक्का इनमें बड़ा मैदान मसी आई वाकन खरा मुक्त बनी अदुना थमोइशेंबा इंटीग्रिटी लेगा अचूक बगिना सीरती तना थाने सही विषय कया है गैरनवा कभी पाइप में थमेरम बनी उसे सिकी कल्चर मसी ट्रेडिशन कम अहिया हरम मैम एक्सपीरियंस ले रो मैम सिकी आज का थाने की शांति लेगा पीसफुल होएगा मणिपुर में लाने वाला कोई पुनः अवतार लोग मिलने
Speaking at the event, Dr. Bimola Koijum mentioned the importance of education and health in building a good society.
Point of view से parliament मालूम दे दिखांगे seminar हो दे दिखांगे मापान public space दे दिखांगे बहुत से खाना का मिमान अब ना इवन ना मी थोड़ा करो इन्हें वो से marginalized होगा कोई वारिका ले कोई लाभ ले ले कोई फट बता ले कोई ना असुई बता ले कोई पेरेंट से कदाई education दा फसल ट्रेन तो होगा अदु मतिक चाव भी थोड़ा बहुत खुनाए मुझे इन्हें है बसे कोई मियाँ का काम पे मस्जिद से मत होता है चुन लगी सर्टिफिकेट पाए कॉलेज क्वाइट की पापा यूनिवर्सिटी की क्वाइट की लेकर सीधे नसीब पीछे की माउंटेन खाना चाहिए बा लेपान नहीं हुए चाइना का भी इन्वेस्ट हो सकता है लास्ट कुछ चाहिए कुछ दा कोई ना वो होगा इंटरनेशनल रैंकिंग दा कोई यूनिवर्सिटी से आम या गवर्नमेंट दा चाहिए कुछ भी मन दा यूनिवर्सिटी से वर्ल्ड की रैंकिंग दा कोई पे ये ऑप्शन ले करी नो है विजन या और इम्प्लीमेंट हो मणिपुर की चाहिए कुन 2001 जून क्राइसिस है ना May 2003 होगा मची लेते थे मस्जिद इस तरह द सिंगल बस दा ना लो तो कोई नो कोरोना या कोरोना तो ये खुदों थी से
A meeting of women street vendors was held at the Rupamahal Theatre in Fall, organized by Salai Tared Apunbanupi Samaj Loop, Khairamban Bazaar, in collaboration with the Roadside Vendors Welfare Association, Khairamban Kaitel. The meeting was attended by President of the Roadside Vendors Welfare Association, Khetri Tampa, Khairamban Kaitel, Advisor of the Minority Muslim Women Vendors Union, Jano Begum, Vice President of Salai Tared Apunbanupi Samaj Loop, Chanam Thabam Tombi, Secretary Fairojam Ibemhal, and Advisor of Roadside Vendors Welfare Association KH Ibeton. The primary agenda of today's meeting was based on stop eviction of roadside vendors immediately. Today's meeting expressed concern over the government's ongoing eviction drives, emphasizing that they were carried out without providing proper alternatives or rehabilitation plans for the affected vendors. They highlighted that after the COVID-19 pandemic, vendors are already facing extreme hardship, lower sales, unable to afford children's school fees, household expenses, or repay government loans such as those under PM scheme. Many vendors resumed selling goods just to survive and are now being evicted again, worsening their condition. The gathering expressed disappointment and questioned how vendors could survive without being allowed to earn a livelihood. Presidium member C.H. Tombi emphasized that the street vendors have no option but to work from home or return to the street to feed their families. She added that eviction without providing alternative vending zones are unjust. The meeting called for security forces not to harass the vendors and to respect their right to earn a living. Katri Tama, President of Roadside Vendors Welfare Association Manipur, stressed that vending should be allowed as a routine right under the right to live. She proposed digital survey and distribution of identity card to street vendors along with structured weekly or quarterly fee system so vending can take place in a regulated and recognized manner. She warned that if proper procedures are not followed and vendors are forced to move again and again, the problem will only worsen. The gathering strongly urged the government to stop forcibly removing vendors from public spaces without first providing them with suitable alternative. The vendors also raised various slogans in the later part of the meeting. Secretary of Manipur People's Democratic Front Sapam Samungo has called upon the ruling parties and opposition parties to stop their war of words. Speaking to media person at a press meet held at the Manipur Press Club, Sapam Samungo further stated that every 5 years, election for state union territory and parliament are being held in the democratic manner under the Article 324 and 329 of the Constitution of India to elect MPs and MLAs. Furthermore, as per the Constitution of India, state government ensure fundamental rights Chapter 2, Article 79, 122, while exercising legislative powers under Chapter 3, Article 168212. He highlighted that if only the MPs and MLAs had worked with sincerity and abide by the Constitution, the Manipur conflict, which broke out on 23rd May 2023, could have been avoided. He expressed dismay over the political infighting between the ruling and opposition parties, noting that such behaviors is uncommon in other countries.
Dol Sasad Dal, Birodi Dal, Animal unitedly administration to view, Launava, Konava, Mayam Singase, avoid to view, Piendava, Yanadava Levaki, interested over, Uvilangani, Madu debate on Nanaga, Madugi Timeli, Medito, Lenabiraga, Naiva Manipur, Santi Leva Manipur, Sakapa Bharat, Prithvi Super Power, Winanava, Sanganava, Honorary, I was there. Manipur people, the only friendly Maiki, Bharat ki honorable MPs, Rajya Sabha ki honorable MP, Aluga Manipur ki honorable MLAs, Manipur people, the only friendly, Iko Mona, Hanna Kuramjari.
Joint Coordinating Committee of Scheme Workers Union Manipur Imphal West and Imphal East District Committee staged a protest meeting for scheme workers at Irawat Bhavan. General Secretary of AITUC Manipur L. Sotint Kumar, President of Asa Workers Union P.H. Purnimasi, Secretary of Midday Meal Worker Union P. Prabhani and K. Sanahanbi, another office bearer of Asa Workers Union, graced the meeting as the main guest. Anganwadi workers, Asa workers and midday meal workers of Imphal West and East District 2 attended the program. Addressing the gathering, General Secretary of AITUC Manipur L. Sotint Kumar maintained that ASA, midday meal and Anganwadi workers are considered as scheme workers under the central government. ASA workers, midday meal workers, Anganwadi workers, helpers and mini workers are working at grassroots level, and despite their role being crucial in the society, the workload of the scheme worker is substantial, but their wages are disproportionately low. The scheme workers deserve at least the minimum wages, he said. He reminded that a worker should at least get rupees 26,000 per month as per the demand of the central trade unions. He said it is high time the scheme workers stand united and launch protest to press for their demands.
ꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯀꯟꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯑꯣꯡ ꯑꯃ ꯃꯗꯨ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯤꯜ ꯗꯦꯕꯂꯞꯃꯦꯟ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯁꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯤꯜ ꯗꯦꯕꯂꯞꯃꯦꯟ ꯑꯩ ꯏꯁꯥꯅ ꯏꯁꯥꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯠꯊꯣꯛ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯆꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯂꯩꯒꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯗꯨ ꯈꯟꯊꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯏꯃꯨꯡ ꯄꯨꯔꯤꯕ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯏꯃꯨꯡꯗꯨ ꯄꯨꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯐꯤ ꯁꯥꯕꯅꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯂꯩꯔꯒ ꯀꯅꯥꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯈꯔ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯃꯤ ꯍꯤꯡꯒꯣꯜꯗ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯁꯨꯕ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯛꯄꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯂꯩꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯧ ꯁꯤꯡꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯈꯨꯂꯪ ꯆꯠꯄꯅꯤ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯤꯜ ꯗꯦꯕꯂꯞꯃꯦꯟꯒ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯃꯔꯤ ꯂꯩ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯒ꯭ꯔꯥꯝ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯁꯥꯏꯟꯇꯤꯐꯤꯛ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯊꯣꯛ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯅꯕ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄꯨꯖꯜꯂꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯄꯣꯠꯇꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯏ ꯄꯣꯠꯇꯣ ꯄꯨꯟꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄꯨꯖꯜꯂꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯄꯨꯟꯕ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯥꯔꯀꯦꯠ
MLA of Moirang Assembly constituency Thongam Santi assured that as an MLA of the constituency, he pledged unwavering support to farmers who are on their mission to transform Moirang into a self-sufficient region when it comes to food production. The MLA made the statement during the handing over of electric pump set to farmers of Tera Khongsangbi after the farmers sought help from Tera Khongsangbi Maninglokol Lomilup to address their woes. Office bearers of Tera Khongsangbi Maninglokol Lomilup to attended the handing over function organized by MLA Office Moirang and the Farmers Body at Tera Khongsangbi Makha Community Hall. MLA Santi further stated that he was blessed to have elected by the majority of the people from the constituency as an MLA, and as such he encouraged the people to approach them freely if they have shortages or challenges. Members of the Farmers Body appreciated the MLA for providing the electric pump set and hope that it will address the water shortage faced by the farmers. The Regional Institute of Medical Sciences RIMS Imphal conducted a plastic-free campus drive today as part of the Swachhta Action Plan 2025 and 26, reinforcing its commitment to a clean and sustainable environment. Led by Director Professor G. Sunil Kumar Sharma, the campaign covered key areas including approach roads, hostel, hospital complex, dental college, college of nursing and academic departments. A significant litter issue was observed between gate number 1 and gate number 2, particularly with the gutka packets, cigarettes, butts and plastic bottles. Authorities advised street vendors to vacate the area, noting that relocation of auto parking and vendor zones has already been proposed to the state government. RIMS reiterated its strict adherence to Code PA 2003, which bans tobacco sales within 100 yards of educational institution, in line with the Ministry of Health Tobacco-Free Educational Institutions guidelines, and emphasized continued enforcement of anti-tobacco measures on campus. The director of RIMS urged students, faculty, staff and the community to take collective responsibility for a plastic-free environment and work towards making RIMS a model institution for eco-friendly practices. The campaign saw active participation from the medical superintendent, deputy director, administration, dean, academic, principal of nursing, heads of department officer, staff, the residents doctor association, RIMS, SU, CRED and MSS, reflecting a united commitment to sustainability. Manipur Forest Department, Apunba Fitness Center and Chingmi team Chairao Ching jointly conducted a cleanliness drive at Chairao Ching where plastic waste were also picked up and disposed of adequately. Speaking on the occasion, DFP of Central Forest Division, Vikram highlighted the importance of keeping Chairao Ching clean and also conserving its natural environment. He said with the collective efforts of the people, witnessing the migratory birds returning in Chairao Ching was a blessing. On the other hand, the DFO informed that staff of Forest Department are on frequent patrols on Chairao Ching to ensure no illegal encroachment took place in the reserve forest area.
If you see the present condition of this trek in Langol Reserve Forest, we can see that lot of plastic is thrown away here and there, and this is really harming our Langol Reserve Forest. Langol is a heart of our city, heart of Imphal. It is basically lungs of our city. It's supplying oxygen to our city. So we need to make all round effort to protect our Langol Reserve Forest. So recently we have issued some order restricting few activities like trekking, camping inside Langol Reserve Forest. This was basically done to restrict such activities which are harming our environment. It is not a ban. It is just a restriction. So anybody who wants to trek, anybody who wants to do their physical activities, they can approach the forest department through its various beat officers, range officers, division officers, and we'll properly provide a permission. And let us be responsible citizens. Let us ensure that we don't throw away any plastic bottles, any single-use plastic in reserve forest area. Let's not litter our reserve forest area.
Members of Jingmi team and volunteers urged the visitors to refrain from plucking flowers and plant at growing at Chairao Ching and not to litter the tourist spot.
ꯊꯝꯕꯝꯁꯨ ꯗꯔꯀꯥꯔ ꯇꯥꯏ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯤꯡꯕ ꯑꯃꯅ ꯃꯁꯤꯗ ꯆꯤꯡꯃꯤ ꯇꯤꯝ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯆꯤꯡ ꯀꯥꯔꯤꯕꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯊꯥꯔꯤꯕ ꯎꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯆꯤꯡ ꯀꯥꯔꯛꯄꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯍꯦꯛ ꯊꯨꯗꯦꯛꯄꯒꯤ ꯃꯑꯣꯡ ꯍꯦꯛ ꯎꯏ ꯌꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯃꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯆꯤꯡ ꯀꯥꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯌꯥꯔꯒ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯗꯅꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯔꯤ.
And I would like to thank Sir Hamlet and Sir DFO for organizing this kind of social activity, outdoor social activity as a connect to the nature and for cleanliness, supporting the cleanliness.
Senior Citizens for Society Bishnupur in association with Ascent Diagnostic Imphal conducted a free diabetes detection camp for senior citizens who are over 60 years of age in Bishnupur Assembly constituency. Many elderly residents underwent screening for diabetes and BP at the camp held at Ibudo Yanggoi Ningto Community Hall in Bishnupur Market. Speaking on the occasion, Assistant Secretary of Senior Citizen for Society Bishnupur M. Bilki told that the free health screening camp was organized to support senior citizens in maintaining their health and fitness. Sponsored by Manipur Heart Foundation, a free heart screening camp was carried out by 109 Battalion CRPF and Sky Hospital and Research Center Private Limited at the battalion premises located at Mongsangay. About 100 personnel of the battalion underwent screening for sugar, ECG and heart echo during the camp. As part of the Continuous and Extended by Network in Action NIA Northeast India, the network collaborated with CMO Bishnupur to conduct a free medical camp under the theme Together for a Healthy Community at Kwakta Sandong Relief Camp located in Moirang Assembly constituency. Manager Sales and Operation NIA Northeast India Delhi NCR Robert Laurembam told media person that the network launched its first operation as Imphal chapter and under its corporate social responsibility for entrepreneurs. The free health camp was conducted today with the support of CMO Bishnupur. He also said free medicines were also provided during the medical camp. He also shared about the network's plans to conduct community service program in orphan homes and old age homes. Under the aegis of Marketing Services Quality MSQ and Investment Company, MSQ Manipur extended at 260 impoverished families during the program held at the office of MSQ Manipur located at Thangmaibam Maisnam Lekai. Senior associate of the company Laishra Manimala told the media that after consulting with their leaders and receiving approval, MSQ Manipur distributed the ad to needy families today. He also spoke about the company MSQ and how the company aimed at supporting underprivileged families with basic income by 2030. In order to educate farmers about the harmful effect of the Parthenium with Parthenium Awareness Week organized by Krishi Vigyan Kendra Thobal kicked off at its campus. Head and Senior Scientist KVK Thobal Dr. Jesmarani Sarangtem, staff and officer of Line Department to attended the opening function. SMS Plant Protection KVK Thobal Longjam Boris and Farm Manager KVK Thobal Dr. W. Jitain spoke about harmful effects on agricultural impact of Parthenium along with demonstration. The farmers attending program were distributed leaflets containing integrated management of Parthenium Hesterophorus. Lions Club of Kanchipur organized the first District Governors Advisory Committee meeting for Zone 14 Region 7 Lions Club International District 322D for the year 2025 and 26. An orientation program for new members of Lions Club was also held along with the meeting. MJF Zone Chairman Zone 13 Lion and Milan highlighted the welfare measures taken up by the 5 clubs operating under the Zone 13.
Madugumagi kari khanasige ari for example ngasi ko hauchi ju num khanai dune adu mai tawna mayam ji club si run tawr kanda adu club si da president manga le doine makhada adu president manga singina tawr ko mayam sing da thasengna hadi assist tawna ba yengsan na ba adu moi bu support tawna ba adu mai tawna zone chair person zone number 13 je adu da adu gi function do ahan function andak sahi gi 11 year 25 26 ki ahan function oina ngasi pangtok seven
Lion TH Keso, PMJF IPGD, Lions Professor W Gopi Mohan, PMJF PDG, Lion M Gojendra, MJF SCA PDG, Lions H Manikumar, MJF PDG spoke as resource person during the program. JR Memorial Academy, Sangrung Khongsang None District, Manipur, successfully inaugurated its new smart digital classroom on August 16, 2025. The dedication ceremony was led by Pastor Gai Haglung Gami of Rangpang Baptist Church in the presence of the school's managing board and teaching staff. The smart classrooms, equipped through a grant for the All India Private Schools Association, marks a significant step towards digital learning at the institution. The school management expressed heartfelt gratitude to AIPSA and expressed hope for continued support and further developmental initiative for the benefit of the students and the institution. Baptist Youth Fellowship of the Palmay Baptist Church, Paulay, organized a 3-day Bible camp under the theme God's Warriors at its church starting from 14th to 17th August. Jackson Sipuni, Youth and Education Secretary, Manipur Baptist Convention's Reverend T.H. Loli Ahu, PMW and Connie Levont, Youth Director, MRNBA Center Church, were the resource person during the Bible camp. Speaking during the Sunday morning worship service, MBC Youth and Education Secretary Jackson Sipuni delivered a message on the topic the Bible, describing it as a guide and pathfinder for believers. Highlighting its divine authorship and purpose, he noted that the Bibles written by over 40 authors across 1,500 years consist of 66 books, 39 in the Old Testament, which foretells the coming of the Messiah, and 27 in the New Testament, which testify to his arrival. He encouraged believers to seek God's purpose in their lives. He emphasized that true biblical knowledge should lead to personal transformation, enabling believers to resist temptations and develop Christ-like qualities such as love, understanding, and obedience. Critiquing societal issues, he questioned whether religion and education have failed given the growing numbers of religious figures who cause division rather than peace. Sefuni concluded by urging the congregations to not only read the Bible but to live by its teaching, warning that mere reading without reflection is meaningless. Reverend T.H. Loli Wuhu, PMWU, took up classes on God's Warrior, Trinity, Sin, and Salvations and Set Apart, living a holy life in a loud world. Connie Levion, Youth Director, MRNBA Center Church, took up on strategies for a balanced life, ethics of Christians, dating and marriage, and devotion. Jackson Symphony took up classes on life and after death, hope restored, overcoming depression, stress, and anxiety through faith rooted, growing deep in Christ in a shallow world, and final challenge during the camp. Around 70 youth participated at the Bible camp. Well, before we close the headlines once again. Popular government cannot be formed, PR likely to be extended as per imposition was requested, says MLA Le Sanctem Susindro. Former Chief Minister Okram Ibobi questioned prolonged delay in resolving conflict in the small state. Concerns grow over frequent government eviction of street vendors by state government. And MPDF Secretary Sapam Samungo appeals to ruling and opposition parties to stop political bickering. Well, that was all in today's English News Bulletin. Thank you for joining with us. Have a good night.